itself and how it was received? Well, it was sadly it wasn't received as well as we'd hoped. I mean, it was made principally for the American audience. That was the idea, really, to launch it in America and hopefully it would take off. But the producer, God bless him, he got everything kind of mixed up because he wanted to please everybody. And he wanted to please the fans, the hardened fans. So he wanted to put all those details in that fans would love. But he also he had to please American producers, BBC as well were on board. There was too many chefs, tany many cooks spoiling the broth in many ways. And so I think that's in a way why it kind of, it's good, it's great in many, many ways. But I think also the biggest mistake was having me in it. No, seriously. No, I do think that not because I destroyed it and all that kind of stuff. Only because if you think, you've got to think of who your audience is, who you want to attract, and there's a whole brand new audience who knew nothing about Doctor Who. And so they would be watching and say, oh look, there's a funny, I think he's a rather interesting, handsome young chap there, sipping tea and all that stuff. And then suddenly he gets shot and then Jesus Christ arrives, you know, to go. Paul McGann wrapped up in all that thing. He looked like Jesus himself, and all those things. I think that made it complicated. If they had done a Paul McGann story, or a Sylvester McCoy story, better, but a Paul McGann story, and then established it with the new audience, the uninitiated into the world of the universe of Doctor Who, then they could have explained later. They could have done a story about how it happened, do a regeneration scene only later. And then I would have been called over and done my regeneration scene. So I think that that's my opinion. That's why I don't think it was a universal success.
Sylvester, we have time for one more.
Really?
Yeah, sorry.
It's you?
Maybe two if they're short.
It's you.
I just wanted to ask if you could do any part in a play, what would it be and what would the play be?
Oh dear. These questions are, because that means I have to go through my library of plays and because I've had a very long and interesting, eclectic, amazingly different type of career. I've done everything from street theatre, busking to grand opera. I played Puck in Benjamin Britten's Midsummer Night's Dream, all over Britain and Germany and France. I've done, and in between I've done Beckett, I've done Shakespeare, I've done new plays, old plays, tall plays, small plays, fat plays, skinny plays. I've no idea who I want to do next. As long as there's an airline ticket attached to it, then I might. I just want more. I might be able to answer a question. Because people over here.
If you could have your Doctor appear in a crossover with any other classic sci-fi series, what would it be?
Oh yes, I know. Oh, I'd like my Doctor to have done Star Trek. I was a great fan. A great fan of Star Trek. In fact, I was such a fan, I became really attached to a rock. There was a rock that appeared in every planet in Star Trek. I don't know if you know it. It was always there. It was that same rock. Sometimes it was a different colour. It was a very, very, very talented rock. It could be yellow, it could be green, it could be blue. I mean, that rock, I used to write to that rock. Dear rock, I am such a fan. I love you, rock. But that rock never answered. So, it broke my heart. So that's, it would have been nice to suddenly, if they had landed on a planet and said, "Get off my planet, Captain Kirk. I'm here first. I'm solving this problem. You go to some other planet."
Again, Sylvester will be at the Walk of Fame today for the duration. Please come over and say hi. And Sylvester, thank you so much for coming over this weekend. We know you're busy. thanks. I know these things are long, and it's probably overwhelming to have 46,000 people in a weekend for you, so thank you so much. And we loved having you, and please come back anytime you want. We'd love to have you again.